welcome on in to somebody in here. It's if you're new here, awesome, cool, welcome on in. I pretty much just talk about like things that I like on these types of videos. Things like football, about movies, video games, whatever's going on. So I just look over the week like some interesting news topics and just kind of just go over that and just throw my thoughts out there. Throw them out. And if you want to like share your thoughts, awesome, cool, just shoot them down in the comments down below. To this week, pretty fast, not too like crazy, I guess, like big news that I found interesting. We're gonna do a little quick thing on football, and then I guess the big news on video games is since Mortal Kombat coming out, since it was released, the Switch has had issues on it, like graphics wise, and we'll go a little bit over that as well. So let's get this started pretty much. I'm gonna go off with some football news. It's actually a crossover type of thing that's interesting. It has to do with the WWE. Big fan of WWE. Not a big fan, but like I'm a fan of the WWE wrestling and stuff. I used to like it a lot, growing up. With like I remember watching some stuff in the Attitude Era. Obviously I was a child, so it's just like a few things. But then I remember like I go over it like back and watch some clips and everything. Like obviously you can find videos and stuff on matches and stuff. So I do, but I grew up with the Ruthless Aggression era. So this new, the newer stuff, it's kind of like it sometimes goes up and then it goes back down, So I'm not like too, like I don't keep up with it a lot, but I try to just, I'll watch some highlights and, some news, whatever's going on YouTube, on some channels and stuff that are interesting. But this came up, so WWE wants to get Ronaldo, like Cristiano Ronaldo, to appear as a special guest on Crown Jewel. Crown Jewel is if you don't know much about WWE, it's pretty much like a special exclusive pay-per-view for Saudi Arabia. They cut a deal with them. So to have this pay-per-view once a year over there, I guess they're big fans. So, there's also, money, obviously. So they cut a deal with them to have that show, that pay-per-view, exclusively on Saudi Arabia. So since Cristiano Ronaldo plays in Saudi Arabia, they're trying to cut a deal with him to get him to show up as a guest. Now, I'm wondering, is this like a guest as in just like to appear, talk, do some kind of, hey, I'm here, what's up, guys, type of thing, like some people have only done that. When Raw was doing like the whole special managers for Raw, and they had like different celebrities every week and stuff, like they were doing that. I'm thinking like, do they want that, or do they want him to actually get in the ring? That's the big question, because that's all it says. It just says as a superstar guest in their Crown Jewel show. Since pretty much like the, what is it called, Endeavor, since they like, it's like I guess they bought WWE or something like that. I don't know. They merged pretty much WWE with like the UFC, so it's all merged together into one. And they just want to pretty much boost like I guess the ratings for Crown Jewel, like the show. So like the way to do that is bring the biggest sports athlete, I guess, in the world right now that's playing there in Saudi Arabia to the pay-per-view. So there is no confirmation of whether like he's going to appear as an attendance. Now we've seen, it wouldn't be the first time a football's athlete shows up on a WWE pay-per-view or a show. I remember Wayne Rooney once did that, but all he did was he attended the show like as a audience member. And I remember he I think there was a thing for like the UK, like they go to the UK a lot, and all he did was pretty much slapped Wade Barrett when Wade Barrett got in his face, but that's about it. He didn't get physical with him. He didn't get in the ring or anything. Wade Barrett just went up to him and then he slapped him. You know, that's what I'm thinking. Like, do they want him to do that or actually get in the ring, like when Mayweather did? That's different though, because Mayweather, he gets in the ring already, like not as a wrestler but as a boxer, so he's used to being physical like that, physical like that in fights. Now I don't see it happening if they want him to get into a match. I don't see it happening, because if he does, I can see him going into the ring with The Miz, because he's pretty much like, he's experienced enough to pretty much be safe compared to other superstars, you know. I think that would be the best bet. But I don't see it happening just because I know his contracts and Messi's contracts, they pretty much say like if they participate in any physical activities, like, or I think it's something in the aspects of they can't participate in physical activities that would risk them getting injured, especially like, I'm guessing like the legs, because I mean that's obviously critical in soccer. So I don't see it happening. Like, I just don't see it happening. Maybe it's just like somebody who just shows up. That's it, but not actually getting physical in the ring. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. But that's interesting to see. You know, if it'd be awesome to see him in a WWE match, but it just doesn't happen. I don't think it's gonna happen just because of his contract. But we'll see what happens in the future. Going on into some video games now, we got main story pretty much is Mortal Kombat, how it just looked awful on Switch, and I'm not surprised too much. I mean, Ed Boon has said that there's going to be like, he's planning to get an update on it, boost up those graphics because they look terrible. And that's pretty much, I mean, he's just saying like, even like the trailer, it was just bad how they put the trailer, like the Nintendo trailer. They had, I think it was a Steam trailer, because they found out that like a little Steam achievement popped up in the bottom corner on the right. And so Nintendo pulled the trailer from that. It just looked all bad overall. And if you want to just pretty much see more into this, I would recommend checking out like side scrollers. They talked about it a lot. You can check them if you wanted to go more in depth. But it's pretty much just Boone stating like he's going to be doing an update on this. Just a little quick thing, like it's tough because I wouldn't buy Mortal Kombat on the Switch, honestly. Like, for me, so I got a PlayStation 5 and a Switch, and like games like that, like the Mortal Kombat games that that pretty much, if you want high quality stuff on it, I would just, I'd buy it on the PS5, not on the Switch. And if it's a computer, if I was a PC, if I played on PC, that even better, run it on the PC, But Switch, the only things I play on the Switch are Nintendo games or like indie games, I guess. Yeah, indie games, retro games, Nintendo games that are from Nintendo, like Mario, Zelda, things like that. Or even like RPGs like Octopath Traveler, things like that. Like what else is? There's a few more. Like what was that one? Chrono Trigger, I think. I don't know. But like just RPG games, like games that are just like that don't need like too much power, I guess. Because things like Mortal Kombat, even FIFA, I wouldn't play FIFA on Switch. Any other third-party games, like if you play Call of Duty. What else? Like FIFA, I said I wouldn't play on the Switch, because those, if you want something with like graphics, like it's gotta be something that you gotta play with like PS5, or even like if you're a PC gamer, just do it on the PC, but not on the Switch. Everybody, you should know that the Switch just can't handle that kind of power, pretty much. So I don't know why I mean, I get it. Like, maybe some people just only have a Switch. They can't afford to get like multiple consoles. But in that case, I mean, still, I wouldn't risk, even if I just had a Switch, I wouldn't risk playing. I just miss out on Mortal Kombat. That's pretty much it. I'm sorry to say it, but that's the truth. I mean, it is what it is. Honestly, those are my thoughts on it. Just, I wouldn't play any games like that, like that requires so much, or just deal with it. You know, that's the truth of it. Just deal with it. Deal with the graphics, I guess, because that's expected from like. I don't expect the Switch to be able to like have super quality graphics on it. That's just how I see it as. So just, if you have a Switch, just stick with Nintendo games or smaller games like indie games, man. I'm sorry, that's the truth. That's how I feel. Like this, like Nintendo is also expanding like the Switch Online games, Game Boy Advance library next week. They're gonna be adding Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. So that's another game that's added to the retro list game that I'm gonna be playing through in the future. That's just a small little tidbit that I wanted to talk and go over. But yeah, things like this, like that's what I play. That's what I use the Switch for. Games like that, party games. Not Mortal Kombat. I would never play Mortal Kombat on a Switch. I would avoid those games. And just a little something random here. Nintendo and Seattle Aquarium actually joined forces for an Animal Crossing event. That's pretty cool. I can see it, like Nintendo's out there in Washington, so it's something that's easy that they can do. And I don't know what they're going to be doing. Let me see. They're going to be so if you live in or around the Seattle area from October 7th until December 31st, then you can come face to face with the likes of sea otters, harbor seals, octopus, and of course fish, while enjoying the sights and sounds of Animal Crossing along the way. So it just sounds. That's funny. So you really listen to the music, I guess, some sounds. You'll be able to partake in photo opportunities with some key characters from the game. Oh, you're gonna have some characters there too, and enjoy the sultry tones of Blathers as he provides creature descriptions. View a number of character standees throughout the aquarium and take part in a scavenger hunt. If you're a member of the Seattle Aquarium, you can also visit ahead of the general public. Okay, early admission, pretty much. That sounds fun. That's like a fun thing that you can do with the family. So that's cool. I don't live in Seattle though. That'd have been awesome though. That's just a little something random that they're doing. But yep, I mean, just throw out some thoughts. What you think, like with Cristiano and WWE, or just the Mortal Kombat thing. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's episode. Next time, I did want to talk about, like, there was this thing about Quentin Tarantino's favorite movies, but I'll probably do that a separate video because it's like, I think it's like 50. So I'm just probably going to go over like if I've seen or not seen, and probably add to the list, basically. But yeah, let me know what you guys think on like Cristiano Ronaldo and WWE crossover, or even like in the Mortal Kombat 1 and then the Switch. And your thoughts about like, should you play Mortal Kombat 1 on the Switch? That's a no, pretty much. That's a straight up no. Avoid those types of games. You guys gotta. When are people gonna learn? Nintendo is just focused on Nintendo games. I think it's just like like NetherRealm's trying to keep a good relationship with Nintendo, and they obviously wanted to have, we'll give you Mortal Kombat on it as well. Those are the results. Even if they update, I don't think it's gonna run good. Just don't. Yeah. Just don't play them there. That's it. People shouldn't be mad about it. Honestly. Alright. Thanks for watching. Check out the other videos. Check out my Road to Glory run with Portsmouth on FIFA 23. gonna be going through a new game on the retro gaming. I don't know what to call it. We're just I'm just going through the retro game library, NES and then the SNES, and moving on forward on the Switch. And yeah, so check those out. The Adventures of Lolo is done. We're moving on to a different game. I don't know what it is. We're gonna find out soon enough next week. And yeah, pretty much I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Vámonos. Let's get out of here.